Okay, almost 2 minutes until the open. Today I'm trading plug. So far it's sold 777,000 shares in the pre-market. It's gapped up 6%. My previous video from yesterday, I got murdered. I think my issue is, by watching the videos, I learned that you can point out your mistakes, and I'm not giving myself enough room for my stop loss, and I jumped out of multiple trades and ended up going in the direction I was hoping for. Today I lowered my share size so I can widen my stop loss. I'm risking $60, and I'm shooting for a good 40-cent pop. But if I hit 20 cents, my new stop loss will be my entry point, which will be my break even. So I just got to see how this goes. Since it gapped up, there's always a possibility that it might sell off or continue to go up. I will not enter the trade until and today I'm trading the 5-minute ORB strategy. So I got to line up, which is the breakout. So if it goes above my 5-minute candle, so we'll pretend this is my first 5-minute candle, I'll set a line here and set a line here. And if the next 6-minute candle shoots above it, I'll enter the trade and then take it for a ride, or vice versa. If it goes down this way, that's a ORB breakdown. I'll take it for a short. My entry, I want to make sure to enter as close as possible to VWAP, because it tends to try to do, if it's starting to go up, it'll do a pullback towards the VWAP and then, slingshot back up, or actually break the VWAP and start selling down. So that's my strategy for today. Let's see what happens. I will not enter the trade until after the 5-minute candle is formed. It did drop a little from 6%. Now it's down to 5.5%. So we'll see what happens at the opening bell. Here we go. Alright, it's selling off pretty good, but that doesn't mean much. And I can't do anything until 5 of these candles show here, and then the one candle here completes, and then it goes on to the next creation of the 5-minute candle. Looks even, so I'm currently above the VWAP, which is the dotted dash line, and the purple line is my 13 EMA, which I like to use as a support if this thing takes off. As it's going up, if it ever goes below the 13 EMA, it shows signs of a weakness. I'll jump out the trade and just take what I get. I will be taking a partial at a 20-cent pop, which is I'm only taking 10%. So, okay, we're on the 3rd minute, creating the 3rd minute. And just so you know, this is a live trade, Central Time, which is 8:32 and 9:32 Eastern Time in New York. So you guys will hear any of my reactions or any type of emotions. I'm trying to record this for educational purposes for myself, which yesterday's video, I learned a lot already, so hopefully I can apply it today. 5-minute candle's not looking good. Well, we're just going up, back down. Alright, now we're on the creation of the 4-minute candle. I have a large wick here, which tends to tell me that there's a lot of buying pressure, so to be careful. If this thing tends to go down, it may reverse and go back up. So when the 4th candle is done, I want to set my blue line. So I want to set lines at the top and bottom of the body of the 5-minute candle. It looks like we're gapping back up, so I'm going to go ahead and set my blue line here. And then get ready to plot the high of it. I don't see it coming way back down here, so that's why I preset it. We got 1 more minute to go. This next minute candle is about to pop. And see what happens. Okay, now we're on the 5th minute. I'm going to see where this next one finishes off at. Like I said, I want to enter the trade close as I can to VWAP. So right now it's doing a pullback, which is good. But if it pulls back and closes below the VWAP, then it may be a reversal. So I got to be careful there. We got almost 30 seconds to the end of this candle. And with this strategy, you got to act fast. I only monitor one ticker at a time. I try doing multiple, and it tends to take my concentration off because there's too much going on at 5 minutes. Everyone knows the market is very volatile at 5 minutes. Okay, my 5-minute candle is about to finish, so I'm going to try to plot it, and there we go. Now I want to see this thing come back to VWAP and enter the trade. Let's see what happens. Come back down, come back down. Come on. If it comes back down there, I don't want to jump in too early because it might knock me out. Let's see. Come on, come back down. Alright, I'm in. Let's see what happens. I'm at 85. So 65 is going to be my stop. We're at 95. I'm going to take a partial at 05 if it reaches it. 35.05. I'll take my first partial. And if I take my first partial, then my entry will be my my stop loss. Come on, 35.05 stick. I saw you pop up there. Come on, get up to 35.05 so I can take my first partial. This thing is extremely volatile right now, so we'll see what happens. If it takes to 34.65, I'm out. on, 35.05. Might take an early partial. I want 35.05 before I take my partial. Come on. It's fighting right now, so I'm still not out the woods yet. I'm up $30 right now, but that could turn on me in a heartbeat, especially how volatile this stock is. There we go. Took my first partial. I locked in only a profit of $3.60, but let's see what happens. We got big. I'm looking at the ask side, which is on this side. I got big numbers here showing me that it will go back up. 25 will be my next partial I want to get in at. We'll see if I can get a pop above that line, or even at the 20, because that's a good line there. Let's see what happens. Come on, get to that 35.20. There we go. Took a next partial. Right here. I might take my next partial. We got the break there. I'm still seeing some big orders on the ask side at 47, so let's see if it gets up that high. I don't want to get out just yet. I mean, I'm up $99 plus 13, but let's see what happens. Might be a little pullback, but you got to stick to your plan. I mean, my stop loss now is my entry, which is here. I'll get out if it goes back down there. But I'm hoping this is just a pullback and that it continues back up. So we'll see what happens. If it takes it back to 35.40, I'll take another partial. Come on, we're almost there. We got big. Ooh, I see big. I see big on the sell. Hope that goes away. Take another partial. Let's see what happens. And you just stay back up. Got decent sized orders on my ask. It's kind of a tug of war right now. We'll see what happens. I got 219 shares. If I jump out now, I have just about 110. So I'm seeing big orders on my ask side, especially at 35. There's a lot of big orders. That usually means this thing's going to keep going. But anything can change because I got a big sell order at 35.10. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to keep my finger on the triggers. I want it to break that 35.40. Let's see what happens. We have strong orders on the ask side. We break 35.40, I'll take another partial. Let's go. Let's go. No. I got big orders, so I gotta have faith in this breaking out. There we go. Come on, break up to 35.40. I got big numbers at 35, 36. Come on. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Come on, get up there. Crack 35.40. I see a big ask at 35.40. We'll see what happens. I see a big ask at 35.10 as well. I think I may hop out. Come on. Yeah, I got big orders, but they're not popping. It's a big fight right now. I need to break 35.40 for my next partial, which is another 10%. Like I said, I currently have 219 shares. I have a profit of $24 and 107 active. So if I got out, it'd be like 130 I'd get. I want to see this thing crack. Come on. Come on, we got big orders. There we go. Took another partial. I'm out. All right, I exit the trade, and I made $157. I'm okay with that, even with lowering my share. I still see big orders on there, but I got murdered yesterday, guys. I'll post that video as well. I mean, you'll see my trade's going to take off, but hey, it is what it is. I could have obviously made more, but when you get shell-shocked from the day before, it seems like anything is okay the next day. I mean, 157 I made, I was risking 60, and I made near 160. I took 3 partials on the way up, and I got a decent entry. I would prefer to have an entry here, closer, but sometimes it just doesn't bounce back like that. And we'll probably see this thing rise because I'm seeing big orders here still, and this is what you want to keep a look at on your level 2. Is when you see big orders up in this area. If they're way down here, the more likely it's not going to get filled. If you got big, and the way it works, if you have big orders on the bid side up in this area, that means the price is going to come down. And the big orders here, that means it's going to go up. It's like a teeter-totter. I know it's reversal. You think it's going to, but that's the way it works. I don't want to confuse everybody, but see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and stop video, and then that's it. Thank you, guys.